They have a chance to call a strike against the league. Now, no strike has been deliberately brought against the league because there are several players that is holding out. Many people a few weeks ago was pointing fingers at yours truly, Caitlin Clark. Now, that was the internet and that was the naysayers. Now, no WNBA players came forward to let us know who was holding out, but I'm here to tell you, we still don't know who was holding out. Now, with that being said,
what if I told you the WNBA is panicking? Team USA didn't just stumble. It collapsed from the inside, and Caitlin Clark said something so powerful it changed everything overnight. This isn't a rumor. This is an exaggeration. This is the moment the entire system cracked. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear explains why coaches resigned, players were cut, millions of dollars vanished, and Caitlin Clark walked away with everything. They benched her. They doubted her. They tried to control her. And then Nike stepped in. The money followed. And suddenly, the same people who pushed her aside were fighting to save their careers.
Caitlin Clark's ad being one of the more viral things we've seen in a long time. Like if you look at the Instagram post on Nike, as far as I'm aware, the Instagram post has like 30 million views, which is, again, absolutely bonkers.
This story ends with power changing hands permanently. It began quietly, behind closed doors, where Team USA made decisions they believed would go unquestioned. Cuts were coming. Veterans felt uneasy. Younger stars were nervous. But one name altered everything: Caitlin Clark. Instead of building around her, they sidelined her. No explanation. No respect. Just silence. Fans noticed immediately. The media brushed it off, but insiders knew something was deeply wrong. This wasn't basketball anymore. It was politics. And at the same time, something far more dangerous was unfolding behind the scenes. Sponsors grew uneasy. Ratings wobbled. Investors started asking the kind of questions no league ever wants to answer.
Investors started asking questions no league wants to hear.
Over there, bro. It gotta be. Could you imagine being a WNBA owner and you're sitting there like, damn, year after year after year? Well, hell, it's just turning into a tax write-off at this point because they haven't turned a profit. Then greatness came, which is Caitlin Clark. Now, Caitlin Clark comes, everybody forget the last 30 damn years. How is that? Now y'all want revenue sharing, profit sharing. To me, this is just me. Why don't y'all just get y'all money and play basketball? So you went from not making $1 million to potentially making $1 million max cap. They've talking about offer you $500,000 guaranteed.
Is this sustainable? What started as whispers of financial pressure quickly turned into real concern, with investors quietly pulling back and an unthinkable question entering the room. What if the WNBA can't survive this moment? And right in the middle of that chaos, Caitlin Clark dropped a bomb. While Team USA sidelined her, Nike elevated her. A massive new ad went viral, and it wasn't just marketing, it was a message. Clark wasn't just a player anymore. She was the face, the brand, the future. Millions watched, millions reacted, and the money followed. This wasn't just a deal, it was validation, and suddenly everyone who ignored her looked very small. Then came the interview. Calm, confident, controlled. No anger, no pleading, just clarity. She made one thing unmistakable. She knew her value. She knew what she deserved, and she wasn't asking for permission anymore. And the internet felt it instantly.
How the media right deal is going to look because viewership is down. My viewership's still down. Certain creators getting their views back, but the audience so wishy-washy, hell, make you not even want to cover the W. I just got to be for real. Make me not even want to cover the W. Now let's look up the WNBA profits for this past year. It states the WNBA is generally not profitable out the gate. As soon as you type this in on Google, they're not profitable. The WNBA is operating at a significant annual loss, subsidized by the NBA, with estimates of losses ranging from $10 million to $50 million.
Then came the interview, calm, measured, and controlled. And that's when everything detonated. She didn't shout. She didn't complain. She simply made it clear she understood her value, knew what she deserved, and wasn't asking for permission anymore. The internet erupted. Clips spread everywhere. Headlines followed. And the pressure hit exactly where it hurt. Inside Team USA, confusion turned into tension. Players questioned decisions. Staff split into sides. And then the collapse became public. The coach was gone. Not quietly, not gracefully, just gone. The benching decision became impossible to defend. Overnight, the narrative flipped. Caitlin Clark wasn't the issue. The system was. Jobs were lost, reputations took damage, and ego-driven decisions came with consequences. Through it all, Clark kept winning. More deals, more influence, more leverage. They benched her when she was ready. Now she was untouchable. This was never just about one player. It was about control colliding with reality.
She was untouchable. This wasn't just about one player. This was about control versus reality.
I know it's only been one day, but what did you see from her so far? Have you had conversations with her about how she can, continue to kind of get acclimated to USA basketball after being offshore?
Yeah, so this is the first time I've coached Caitlin or spend any time with her was today. She's a terrific player, really locked in and focused. The conversation I had with her pre-practice was that this is going to be one of the most fun experiences she's had because everyone at this level loves the game, like a lot.
That's right off for the owners. With reported losses around 10 million annually, historically, and potentially 40 to 50 million in 2024. Revenue has increased significantly. With projections near 100 million to 200 million, but expenses remain higher, keeping it in the red, guys. There is no saving the W. They've been running negative. They should have been. The league should have been gone. The WNBA is bankrupt. They're bankrupt, bro. And they need to file chapter something at this point. The owners is trying. I get the owners that. They're trying to get y'all something. But at this point, y'all acting like y'all.
Legacy versus evolution. Fear versus the future. Caitlin Clark didn't destroy the system. She exposed it. And once something is exposed, it can never return to what it was. They tried to slow her down. They tried to silence her. Instead, they created something bigger than the league itself. The power shifted. Permanently. Team USA is changing. The WNBA is changing. And whether they like it or not, the future arrived faster than they were ready for. If you believe Caitlin Clark changed the game forever, hit like. If you think Team USA made a massive mistake, drop your thoughts below. And if you want the real stories they don't want you hearing, subscribe now, because this is only the beginning.